What's going on, guys? Adam again, back with Atomic Garage, and today we are going to try and build a welding table for us to use without spending any money at any store. We're going to use everything that I can find here to try and craft something and make something happen. Coming up in this video. Intro stated, that is what we're going to do. We're going to try and see if I can just cobble together a welding table. So let me show you exactly what we are going to be using and if it's possible to make something that actually won't look hideous. Will it look hideous? I don't know, but hey, a grinder and paint makes you the welder you ain't. So let's get to it. So of course, guys, we have our TIG and stick machine that we will be using. I still need to get a MIG because there are times that a stick I can't use and there's time that a TIG will not help me as well. I need to get a new MIG machine, but for right now, we're going to work with this and we're going to practice our stick welding abilities as well. We also have this old cart here. When I used to drive delivery truck, we had those and the business went out and they were giving them away. So I got two of them. I'm only going to use one. Also, I've got this. I've had this plate forever. It is super thick, as you can see right there, and it's super heavy as well. Now, I've got some square tubing here that I've had this 8-foot stick of tubing for years, and I just hid it away knowing that one day I was going to need one stick. So hopefully we can make this one stick of tubing, square tubing work. Got another rusty section here. We've got some exhaust piping. Don't really see myself using that a whole bunch, but we got it just in case we want to try something. And between these and this and that, maybe we can make a table that'll be halfway decent. So guys, first thing that we're going to do is, I already did my little drawing, and it's very crude, to be quite honest with you. It's not a whole bunch that I'm really trying to do. We've got that base that we're doing, and then each leg is going to be around 28 inches long. I want the height of that to be the same height as this table right here. Just if I'm using or working on something that's longer, I can rest it on both ends. One on the wood table, one on the welding table, and kind of make use with the little space that I have here. And besides that, we're going to have to sand down and grind down this plate because, as you saw, it's got some jagged edges. It was used with a plasma cutter and it wasn't the smooth. It's got some slag and stuff, so I'll try and clean that up. That's not really what I'm worried about. I want to strip off the rust, get it clean, and then go ahead and weld everything together. I got my chop saw and we are going to get to work on trying to cut everything, but I'm going to measure twice so I can cut once. At words that I have failed at doing, even though I know the words very well. So let's get to it. So, in an attempt to try and save some money, I've got plenty of Harbor Freight sandpaper. Something that you should definitely get all the different grits and grades. Get the variety pack and also get a pack of each one of them. They come in handy times like this. So I'm going to start off with some 60 grit, then we'll move on to some 100 grit because we have to clean off this right here. This has to be cleaned down. So won't be using this side because I already did some bubblegum welds over here. So we will clean up this other side, but we're gonna clean both sides so we can have a good place so we can weld it. So let's go ahead and use our Walmart palm sander and get down to it. twice. This is going to be 28 inches. We're going to cut it. One thing about this bad boy, it is extremely loud. So, got some ear protection to go with my professional safety goggles. So, we'll cut this and keep on cutting. Well guys, I ran out of time for today, but so far this is what we have. We've got two sides on. That side's not really tacked on, but this side is. The welds don't look all that good. Try not to stare at them too much. But anyway, when I come back out tomorrow, I will go ahead and start on the other side. Then from there, we'll fully weld it in. Well, not fully. We'll tack them in. And then we will put our top on there, kind of line everything up, see how everything sits. This plate is kind of bowed just a little bit, so we're going to see if we can make this still work. Once we do that, then we'll clean everything up, brace everything up, and from there we will go ahead and maybe paint the bottom of it. I'm not too sure. Ended up being too short of a tube to use, so I got to use this round tube here. We will make it work, but catch you guys in the morning. It feels wonderful out here. It is just filled with bugs. I'm playing. It feels great outside, guys. So we are going to continue working on building our welding table. Day 2, and hopefully my stick skills have improved because I watched literally 500 videos on it last night. So got a couple minutes to burn. Let's see if we can make some progress. So this is the progress that we have so far on the welding table. And honestly, it doesn't look bad if you really squint your eyes and imagine you squint them till they're like almost completely black. Just don't look at the welds, okay? I'm not good at stick welding. I don't think I'll ever be, and I already miss my MIG welder. I'm gonna have to buy one. It's not every situation I can take everything. Dealing with this crusty metal is definitely one of those occasions. But as you can see, we're starting to get progress. So we need to buzz in each of these ends on here, and I feel pretty good about that. We'll have us a cheap, free welding table. So, update, we are slowly but surely getting a tad bit less crappy with the stick welding. Let me show you what I got. So the weld's starting to look a little bit better. It's slowly getting there. I don't know if you guys can see that all that well. So we're getting there. We're getting there slowly. Don't have a whole bunch more to weld, but you know what? This was a good project for me to try and get a little bit better at it. I don't think I want to do this regularly, but I'm a little better, so I'm gonna keep moving forward with it. So no, it's not pretty. It doesn't have the prettiest of welds, but I learned something, and I also learned that I got some spray paint, so we're going to paint this bad boy. Not the top, but the legs. We'll paint down here, roll it in, and WD-40 the top, and maybe, just maybe, it looks a tad bit better. And there we have it, a welding cart table thing. I don't know, but honestly guys, the whole purpose of me doing this and making this video is to show a couple things. To show, one, you're not always gonna have the exact tool that you want to use to accomplish a job, but despite that, you can learn ways around it. You can learn how to learn new things, persevere. That's what I learned, because honestly, that break between that night and that morning, I was looking on Facebook Marketplace for a cheap MIG welder, but we're gonna make it work. We made it work, and I learned quite a bit. I learned, again, like I said, patience. I learned not to get frustrated and just quit. I learned to actually try to put together a bead of stick weld. you know, surprisingly, it's not as bad once you get that scratch started. So this is not a permanent table. This will not stay here. Who knows, it may be thrown out just in a few days. I have no idea, but I do know for right now, for the next project or two or a couple, this will be needed in all of its flimsy glory. Well, you know what, you can't say flimsy because it's pretty rugged. It's just the wheels that's a tad bit wobbly. But guys, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. If you have any advice, actual advice on how to stick weld and get better at it, please let me know. I've watched a bajillion, that's a literal word, a bajillion different stick welding videos, and nothing beats actually doing it. And that's what I did here. I actually did it. It's not pretty, it probably won't stay, but it'll serve its purpose even if it's a little bit of time. And also, you see that a little bit of black paint doesn't do it half bad. But anyway guys, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace. Well, the video is over. Woo. Oh, wait, I'm actually recording. Oh.